We've been playing this for about 6 months, and we are real excited to be back in camp, man. This is our home. A home away from home.
A place where you can always be a kid, no matter what your age.
Some people we haven't seen in 20, 30 years, and we've seen them today, and it's like no time has passed at all, so it's great to be back.
I started here in 1953. I was 4 years old, and I went here until 1969, and I would have come back in 1970, but I was like 80 then, and I had to get a real job. And I grew up here, Arnie and Shirley, my aunt and uncle, and my memories of this place are as real and as lasting for me more than high school or college or anything I've done since. It was very much like, you know, a cradle that would rock you to sleep.
Let's all hear.
Anyhow, you can see 2 schleppers are here. One with bad knees and one with a bad hip. You can hardly move anymore.
I can.
But we had the Keeyumah spirit. And the Keeyumah spirit will last us forever.
Friends, 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 we will always be. Whether in fair or in dark stormy weather, Keeyumah camp will keep us together, the white and...
Well, I'll tell you, we searched far and wide. And we looked and we looked and we couldn't find any Jewish Indian tribes. But we found one finally. We came here. In fact, I think, Marsh, I wrote you this story. But the way we found Keeyumah was on Thanksgiving, around Thanksgiving one year. I think it was in 1947. And we came up here to look at the camp. The camp was a mess. It was really terrible. But this beautiful lake out here stood out, and I said to Shirley, I said, you know, we can do something with this. And so we bought the camp for a whole big amount of $45,000.
See, that's not what you told me, Arnie.
Always made it back in salaries.
All right, and then the name of the camp at that time was Keeyumah and Carmelia. Carmelia was the girls' camp. I said, that's a terrible name, Carmelia. Forget about that one. And I said, where did Keeyumah come from? And if you know, for instance, all of us, most of us here are Jewish, except for the Diagadis who gave out the books. On Friday nights, Friday nights they gave out the prayer books, so they should stay religious. But anyhow, if you know Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement, well, Yom means day. And the Ki actually means forever. And Keeyumah together meant forever and a day. And that sounded good to us. And it also sounded like a Jewish Indian, and so Keeyumah was born.
Thank God for Kenny Franklin. And it molded my life. So that's why I'm here today.
I called them Uncle Lonnie and Aunt Shirley all summer. Yes.
You didn't call Mom and Dad?
This
is the dirt coming out.
Yep.
The Baron is
part of
getting
the crowd.
The dirt, right?
And
probably get the royal treatment though. The council probably, kissed up to her. You know what I mean? Because she was the owner's daughter. So you had me throughout the 60s and 70s. She had it made because she was the owner's daughter.
When we started planning, or when we heard that the reunion was being planned,
And then, unfortunately, Shirley passed away. Tony Kornheiser said to me, you know, Shirley really created history in Pennsylvania. And since I'm involved in history in Pennsylvania, he said, can't you do something to recognize her? By the way, first, I want to make sure whoever took the videotape, I want to make sure that ESPN Sports gets one of Tony swinging the softball. I want to see that on Sports Reporters one time. But the Senate of Pennsylvania and the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania passed a resolution honoring Shirley Allison. I'm just going to read it, it's not very long. Whereas Shirley Allison is being honored for her many contributions to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, whereas Shirley directed Camp Keeyumah in Orson with her husband Arnie and her family from 1949 to 1974. During that time, Shirley promoted the virtues of Wayne County and continued to laud the county even after her retirement. And whereas a leader in the camping movement in Wayne County for 25 years, Shirley provided a happy, healthy, and loving environment for thousands of children as their summer mom. She established long-lasting friendships with the citizens of Wayne County as an employer of young men and women from nearby towns and helped to support local businesses and professionals. And whereas on June 9th, 2001, the service will be held to honor Shirley Allison, who passed away on March 26, 2001. This remarkable woman's legacy will long live on in the hearts of those who knew, loved, and respected her. Now therefore, the Senate of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania pays a humble tribute to the late Shirley Allison, an outstanding and wonderful woman, proudly notes her record of service with children on behalf of Pennsylvania's camping industry, and directs that a copy of this document, sponsored by Senator Charles Lamont Jr., be transmitted to the family of Shirley Allison.
Go! How many out? That? Like 4 or 5. Yeah, send him though. Send him. Yes. Just for your time. Don't try to kill it. Don't try to kill it.
Get out of here!
No, you're stuck down.
Oh no, that's not a point. Come on, Tony. Come on. Break out of that slump right here. Nice. Yes! Hey! Yes! Come on. There it is.
Incredible memories. Just being at the Main Diamond is like being at Yankee Stadium. That's all I can say. Just seeing everybody and being here and just feeling it is unbelievable.
Follow each other. There you go.
Who's next? Come on, step up.
Wonderful seeing all of you. I didn't think this many people would show up this time. But Marshall and his committee did a great job.
Yeah. Good job, Marshall.
And I never saw so many healthy people. It must have been the camp tool.
There you go. Right.
Yeah. That's all here.